Okay. Alright, sure. Okay. Have you seen The Last of Us 2 season 2 yet? I'm never watching that. So tell me how you really feel. I'm gonna be real with you then. Okay, are you ready? I'll tell you how I really feel about it. I think that everything is getting worse and everyone will just blame whatever group or person or place or thing they can in order to not admit that maybe sometimes they don't make the best stuff in the world. I'm just saying. Everyone hides behind something these days instead of just going like, yeah, I made something kind of crappy. Yeah, that's why people didn't really react to it. And I think it's incredibly annoying and it's making everyone just fight each other and get really aggressive with each other for no reason. Just because it's like, well, no, like, this group caused this to not be marketed to you. No, that game was just bad in the first place. They're hiding behind that. Or like, this group is like just making this and like it's gonna be really mean towards this group. And it's like, no, that game didn't do well because of that. It's just because it's a bad video game. You can't just put one nice thing in a video game and not finish the rest of it. It's just a bad video game. If everyone says they don't like the writing in your video game, you have to change it. You have to push it back years or you have to not make it. That's just how it is. If you can't get over your ego and just go like, okay, I didn't do the best writing here. I need to have someone else come in and fix it. This sucks, but it is what it is. It doesn't really fit the original style of the game that I wrote before, or, someone else wrote before, and everyone hates it. You have to let it go, or you have to accept that you're gonna get some very deserved criticism for doing things extremely poorly. Because it's not just about you, it's about how people are going to receive that thing that you are putting more time and effort into. Like, if they already have a relationship with it, just saying, they're going to be angry at you if it sucks. And you're going to have to take that. You can't just go, oh, it's all them, they're wrong, they're stupid, they're wrong. I'm sorry. They perceive that as pulling teeth and a personal affront. Well, too bad, everyone has to go to the dentist. It's better than just letting all your teeth rot out and going like, well, you know what, I think it's okay. This just in, DEI responsible for bad games. DEI is not real. I'm gonna tell you the truth here. DEI is not real. DEI is something companies invest into so they can say that they're a good company. And then if something goes wrong, they can go, people just don't like X, Y, or Z good company things. DEI is not real. It is a marketing technique. It is a marketing technique. The same on the opposite side. If a company says they're anti-DEI or if someone says that, it's usually just so they can have more marketing material. And then if something goes wrong, they can just say, oh, well, people that are a fan of DEI hated our game because they suck. And it just goes back and forth. You have to break the cycle. You have to break the cycle and understand they're just bad video games. They're just bad video games and companies. That's just how it is. That's just how it is, and it's how it'll always be. It's nice to put different, people in your video games, and it can make a video game very interesting. But not if the writer sucks. Then everyone's just gonna hate it. And you can't hide behind, well, this person was, I don't know, like a woman, and everyone hates women. It was a bad video game. I'm sorry. You have to go back and you have to make it a good video game. You have to go back and you have to look at the writer in the eye that you fired going like, oh, I don't need you, and go, I'm sorry, you're actually really smart and I didn't know what I was doing, I'm sorry. And then you have to have them write your video game. That's it. That's it. That's literally all of it. Those things do not exist. It's just a marketing technique so they can just reassign blame somewhere else. That companies don't care about us, but I'm still going to buy the Switch 2 and play enhanced. Oh, no. You can enjoy the products a company makes, but do not expect them to uphold your values when it comes time to make money. What they're doing is they're making money off of you. What they can tell their investors is that people didn't like a specific group of people, or they didn't like a specific group of things, and unfortunately there are some crazy people out there, so they can go, look at this crazy fan base, that's all these guys. And they don't have to admit they didn't know what they were doing, they shouldn't have fired 20% of their staff, and they completely just destroyed everything about their company that people liked. They can just hide behind that. Yes, it is scapegoating, yes. That is 100% it. And then on the other side, if you make a really bad game, but you're very anti-DEI, you can just go well, they just hate it, and they're just looking for all the things that are wrong with it there. Just be normal. And it sucks because this is just making people super angry at each other, and it's making us look for differences in each other that don't really exist beyond a certain point. You can enjoy a game about a crazy, old fella that's really sad, and you don't have to go well, this doesn't have women in it. That's fine. You can just make your game about a crazy old fellow. That's fine. That's totally okay. People don't need to write think pieces about your game about a crazy old fellow that has a drug addiction or something. That's your personal journey. Do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want. And at the same time, if someone wants to put a person in the game, like, just like, oh, here's the woman, they're gonna be interesting, even though it's like a police drama, and they're an interesting character, people are gonna like them, and it's fine. Just go. Just go have fun. Disco Elysium was really good, yes. Diversity and equality are not a marketing technique. They are real issues that reflect the oppressive, systematic nature of today's world. Oh yeah, of course. They are 1,000,000,000% a technique for companies to market with. And we've seen a lot of companies completely adjust their tune when it was no longer as profitable. That's just how it is. That's how it's always going to be. They love money. They do not care that we live or die. Like, that's it. These may be very important issues, but they are not for those companies. They are something to use, and if it gets too much, they will discard them. They're saying, this is all my dad's fault. Thanks a lot, Dad. It's everyone's parents' fault. They were here before us. Disney would go anti-gay if they thought they could get more money. Disney is anti-gay. Disney is absolutely anti-gay. They edit out the gay scenes of their movies and gay characters so they can release them in different countries. That's not being a LGBTQ company. That's just being only in China. That's where it would make the most difference for people in those situations. We're going to adjust things for your comfort level in different countries. They're not standing for anything. They just want your money here and they want their money there. And they'll do completely what they need to, anytime, any place, in order to get the most, like the maximum on their returns. So it was profitable out here to put those things in, and it's not profitable out there to put those things in, so they adjust them. Profit is God, nothing else matters. That's exactly what happens. So, anyways, you should absolutely want people to be nicer to people. Like, no one should differentiate you from another person based on the way that you were born. People should be kind to you regardless of, like, your skin color, like, your height, like, your gender, like, anything like your age, anything like that. They should be kind to you and offer you respect. But companies do not care about that. They will turn on you. They will. They will turn on you. If someone in that company has, like, you know, something that they would benefit from, if, like, they happen to be in a position and be a part of, like, a demographic like that, they might be a little bit more inclined to, like, be kinder to those demographics. But all it takes is them retiring or being moved around or, like, having something like that happen, and they won't give a crap anymore. Even if it is one of their core, like, moral tenets, they will not care. That's it. Companies are not your friends. They really aren't. If you want to make a big difference, you probably shouldn't, like, I don't know, buy from a company that's pro or, like, anti, like, whatever. Like, that's one step. If you feel like it's going to help you, go for it. But that is ultimately still giving your money to a company that will turn on you the second it benefits them. I'm just saying,